Golden eggless. Check the description link down below. What is going on, guys? Slickbee here, and today we are going to be taking a look at a replay of mine. So happy Monday. First off, I want to say thank you guys for all the support again, continued. I know I've been saying it a lot recently, but it's been absolutely nuts. We hit 12K yesterday and we're already at 12,240 subscribers. It's insane. But today we are playing another replay in the Leopard. Now this is what I see. It is a sim event in the Leopard. Now Slick, why do you keep showing us these sim events? Why do you keep showing us the Leopard? Well, I had some stuff to discuss, and this game was absolutely nasty. Absolutely nasty. Aside from being called a spawn camper, which is, you'll see in the gameplay, I don't think I spawn camped. I love the Leopard, guys, and I know a lot of people complain you're using Cheat FS in the Leopard, like how easy can it get? Truth be told, the Leopard isn't the easiest vehicle that I have at my disposal. I would say the ATGM vehicles are far better, especially the IT1. It has a broken ammo rack. It's, got decent maneuverability, it has gun depression on an ATGM, and you can frankly shoot people that don't see you. But that's besides the point. Leopard's one of my favorite tanks. Just respect it, boys. Missed this shot on the IT1 too, by the way. I saw him too late. Oh man, I called him out though. And just remember that markers don't show up in this event, like when you're playing it. So these markers are just because of the replay. I don't know, I'm not too entwined with the replay in this game. Also, to note, this is one of my favorite spots on Jungle. If you have a good gun depression tank like the Chieftain, this, an M60, an M48, I'm naming top tier tanks, but obviously you can use it in any tier. If you have good gun depression, try this spot out if you spawn over here. It's a great spot. So, okay. What do I want to talk about? Well, I want to talk about a little bit about like the community and just what's going on in War Thunder as a whole. I've noticed a lot of people being mad or super happy about a lot of the changes in the game and things that are going on. Excuse me. Now, it's a natural human reaction to be like, this is crazy or this isn't crazy when you see something you don't like or you like. You know what I mean? Like, this is amazing. I'm so excited for it. Or I'm not really excited for this. You're doing it wrong. You need to do it my way. And I understand both parts of it. I've gone through points in my life where I felt the need to lash out because I felt that something was wrong. And then I've gone through what I'm in right now, which is I'm kind of in a limbo, I take what I can get. I'm excited for new content, and I can tell you that much. If there's changes being made to the game, it's exciting for me. Also, I'm in a different position than you guys because, most of the stuff that I get in this game is free. I don't have to put my own money into it anymore. And it's different. I understand that. I used to grind in this game too, and I felt more passionate about things that were game-altering. I didn't even notice there was T-54 there. I heard him, but I didn't know he was there. But things that are game-altering. This guy has been really hounding my comment section, my Twitter recently, about the Brumbear nerf. And it's frankly, it doesn't fucking, the nerf didn't do anything bad, Gaijin states that it wasn't historical. They found a historical document that said that the heat shells did 160 millimeters a pen, and they changed it. Had I bought the Brumbear with my own money, I didn't, but had I wouldn't have minded if they nerfed the heat rounds that much, because 160 at 5.0 is still enough to go through every tank, and I don't use heat on the Brumbear anyway. It has more than a kilogram of explosives in the HE shells. You don't really need to pen at that point. You kind of just blow everything up. And, I've seen it countless times. It's just a really good heat firing or HE firing tank. It just blows everything to bits. It's actually absolutely fantastic. Now, apparently a lot of other premiums were nerfed. That's what this guy was getting at. I don't know. I haven't seen that. None of my premiums have been nerfed. I don't know. And then there's also a whole thing about the T29 being OP. I want to touch on this a little bit too. Now, the T29 is a very good tank. Don't get me wrong. Also, this is a point in the match where it got called out that somebody was behind me. And I heard those guys go down, so I want to check it. But it got called out there were people behind me, so I went over the hill, which was kind of risky, but it ended up working out fantastically. So Is fantastically a word? I don't know. It ended up working out fantastic. In a fantastic way, maybe we'll go with that. Also, bad shot on my part. If I aimed a little bit left, I would have killed him. But the T-29, you know, it's got a fantastic gun. It's got a strong turret face, mainly, and it's just all around a hold-down beast. But we can't say this vehicle's OP. And why would I say it's not OP? There are tanks that are in its BR and below it that can go straight through the mantlet. Like the mantlet of this tank, right through the front. And that's the weakest spot on the tank. So automatically, if the gun's looking at you, you can kill it. It's going to be flat on. And I guarantee 100%, pray for the T-54, 100%, if you shoot a T-54 or T-29 with a long 88 through the front of the turret, you will kill it in 1 or 2 shots. Absolutely, completely maim the tank. So just try that next time you face a T-29. Also that double kill. And I knew that the T-62 was there, so instead of pushing, I was like, okay, I'm going to be smart here. I'll go back around. But the IT-1 actually blew up for me in 1 shot, which is fantastic. Usually I don't do that. But yeah, the T-29, you know, like, if you don't have it and you don't play the tank, it's hard to notice its weaknesses. My advice to you guys, if you're having a lot of complaints about, like, tanks being too strong or overpowered, is just go check them out in, like, the armor modules and the hangar and stuff. This guy said I shot through the ground, too. It was pretty funny. That was actually a cheeky spot, I think. But yeah, if you're having trouble, you know, playing tanks or fighting tanks, just go check out their armor profiles and see what they look like. You know, see if it's just, if they're actually really good tanks or they're really broken, or if there's a spot that maybe you could shoot a little bit better on. Knowing where the ammo racks are and stuff like that is just the best thing to do, in my opinion, instead of complaining about, you know, OP before we really figure it out. If you play the T-29, you'll notice it has a lot of weaknesses, and I am pointing a lot of, you know, direction of this video on the T-29, but it's because I believe it's one of the strongest yet weakest premium vehicles in the game. It's so strong because not many people know its weaknesses, and that's what makes it so strong. There's no doubt that the T-13 round in that 105 is insane. It one-shots everything, but it's not really an absolute insanely OP tank that has nothing to counter it, you know what I mean? So when you play these vehicles, and I'm sure some of you guys who have the T-29 who play it, you're like, I get shot in the turret face all the time and die, and the side of my turret's so big, and the turret rotation isn't that great, and this tank isn't super fast. It's hard to get in hold down positions on most maps. Sometimes I'll fight against STRVs and they'll toast me, you know, like a lot of stuff like that. I can't believe I missed that ZSU now that I'm watching this replay. But I saw that guy. Did I not see him there? Oh, Slick, you blind bat. I didn't see the T-62. What a blind fuck. I'm so happy he didn't see me. Look left, you idiot. Oh my god. How the hell did I not see him when I first looked? That was insane. Nah, whatever. It worked. This is such a good game. Now, let's talk a little bit about Sim, now that we got that premium kind of discussion out of the way. I've been playing a ton of simulator mode. I absolutely love it. I've been playing with G Squad. It's so fun. It's so rewarding to play with a bunch of people. It feels amazing. I also love this shot. It felt amazing. It's so fun. It's one of the best game modes in my opinion. And I'm asking you guys, if you haven't played it, you should try it out. I know a lot of people don't play Sim. They're scared of it. It's kind of difficult. Just try it out if you haven't tried it. It's a very, very fun game mode. The thing about Sim is there's some things that you need to know is parallax. You need to understand the concept of parallax. What is parallax? When you see I zoom in into my gun sight, you can see the gun, and the optics aren't on the gun. They're off to the right a little bit. Parallax is the triangle that's caused from, it's an imaginary triangle, caused from the gun sight and the gun, where it's actually aiming. And there's a difference. You have to compensate for where your optic is and where your gun is facing. You'll see, when I shoot this gun, I aim more to the right to hit center mass. The reason I aim to the right is because the optic is to the right. So I'm going to aim a little bit to the right, knowing that it's center mass. And that's basically what Parallax is. Some of the tanks that I'll have optics on top of the tank, you have to compensate by aiming up more. And it's kind of a huge thing to grasp when you play Sim. But once you get it, it's really great. It really is. It's fantastic. Let's just move over to chat. How do I do that? Over here. This guy's gonna call me a spawn camper soon. I didn't see any spawn camp in this game. But yeah, so you know, like, you really have to grasp that. And then the other biggest thing I would say about Sim is not being afraid to play. You have to play the game. You kind of just gotta grab it and go with it. You know, it's not RB in any regards, but you play it like RB. If you play it like RB, I think you'll do a lot better than just sitting in the back of the map and camping. You know, you gotta go hunt things. Somebody commented on my the Leopard video I posted yesterday or the day prior, where they were like, Slick was using the Leopard fantastic. You know, he's actually going and hunting tanks like the Leopard is supposed to do. And that's how I really feel about it. You know, you could snipe all day with the Leopard, but you're not going to get great results. Maybe 2 or 3 kills a game. But to get 7 kills in this game, I moved from my hill to their hill because I knew those guys that I just killed were going to be spawning up again. I knew they were going to be coming out of that spawn and going into that area. I didn't know where or how fast they were going to go, but I knew I needed to take a bigger advantage of the game. I needed to grab it. I needed to get over there and help my team as much as I could. So that's basically what I did, and that's how you got to play these games. You got to play Sim fearless. You got to go out, hunt these tanks down, and take them out. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm sorry it's more Leopard content, I know. I absolutely love the Leopard though. Give me a break. But if you want to see anything in particular in Sim, I've been playing a ton of different tanks, not just the Leopard. I got some M18 gameplay from today, which was super fun with the squad. Rusk also apologized for in my last Leopard video. He was raging a little bit about an IT1. He apologized. I posted it and I left him in it so he could see it personally. I knew it wasn't going to affect you guys too much, but I wanted him to see it because he's been raging a lot. And we wanted him to tone down a bit. So Rusk, I appreciate you apologizing to me. Everybody give him a break. He'll come around. But whatever tank you guys want to see in Sim or planes even, I'll try. Let me know. See, I have my M18 lineup. As always, been your boy Slick, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.